We've got a bizarre story here with Saul, King Saul, if you're in 1 Samuel 15. Strange story. Samuel, the prophet, told him to go out to battle. He was to destroy this particular group of people. And I remind you, that is the Old Testament expression of fighting for holiness, was to destroy every bit of unholiness that they could find. And they were to kill all the people. They were to kill the animals. They were just to sacrifice everything before the Lord. And, in verse 9, it says, "But Saul and the people spared Agag, who was the king, and the best of the sheep and the oxen and the fatlings, the lambs, and all that was good, and were unwilling to utterly destroy them. But everything despised and worthless, that they utterly destroyed." It's amazing how often people give offerings of that nature. They give what's excess or what they have no need for. When David made the decree, "I will not offer to God anything that doesn't cost me something." And it's that statement, that heart attitude that keeps us on the edge of constantly breaking into new realms of the will of God. We've moved down here to verse 19. Samuel says, "Why did you not obey the voice of the Lord? Why did you sweep down on the spoil and do evil in the sight of the Lord?" Saul said to Samuel, "But I have obeyed the voice of the Lord and gone on the mission on which the Lord sent me and brought back Agag, king of Amalek, and I've utterly destroyed the Amalekites. But the people took the plunder." Remember what Adam said? "It was the woman you gave me." Remember what Eve said? "It was the serpent." So now Saul's blaming the people. "The best of the things which should have been utterly destroyed to sacrifice to the Lord your God of Gilgal." Verse 24. "Then Saul said to Samuel, I have sinned, for I have transgressed the commandment of the Lord and your words, because I feared the people and obeyed their voice." Saul, King Saul, actually entered into what ended up to be what the Bible referred to in this chapter as witchcraft. He's not worshiping devils. It's just rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft. And the preference that he had in his heart for fearing people up against the fear of God introduced him to a realm of the spirit he was not qualified to handle. And he became delusional. He became literally tormented in the demonic realm because he resisted the fear of God, embraced the fear of man. And here's the great tragedy to me, and we can do this in any area of our life. Anytime we give a virtuous name to a dysfunction, we legitimize that dysfunction. We don't only give it permission to stay, we give it power to increase. Anytime we give a virtuous name to a dysfunction, and it's done a lot, just trying to cover our tracks. I was sincere, or I meant this, or I meant that. We give a virtuous name to something that was just simply wrong. Saul, in this case, Samuel confronts him, and he doesn't say, "Forgive me, I was wrong." He said, "I did everything as I was supposed to." And it was only after, God starts peeling back every layer, he's left with one thing, and what was it? "I've sinned because I feared man." He wanted to blame everyone else, but he was the one to blame.